Coach Orne, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Have you taken a moment to appreciate and soak in what this team just accomplished?
There's been a few moments, yeah. We had kind of some bad weather there with softball. We kind of took a few practices off Saturday and Sunday, but it's been nice to reflect. My wife and I watched the game again. I don't think I got a little bit more madder that some of our turnovers were still there, and I guess I got to relive them. But yeah, I was incredibly proud of the girls, and that, especially that last 5 seconds when they ticked off, it was really a culmination of everything we put into the year.
When did you begin to believe this team had a shot at winning a title?
I really believe, and even Abby pointed out, when we bounced back from Burnfield, we got smoked that game, and then we go down and play a tough Elias team who's in the Final Four right now, and we're down 11-0, and then we rallied. I think then we knew we had something special.
Was there ever a moment during that postseason run where you went, are we going to survive?
First game, Plains got within 5 with 4 minutes to go, and I was like, how do I explain this? So there's always those moments. I think the U-High game had a lot of those moments, and we couldn't really make a lot of shots. But the team always rallied through the huddle, and they came out and were always stronger.
You've had the experience of winning a state title. What did this one mean when you got to put your hands on that trophy?
It meant a lot because since I had stepped away after the 2014 year when we got third, I just needed to find some balance in my life. And going back and coaching Abby and Blair in 6th grade, really rejuvenated me as a spirit, as that you can do this, but find a different way to find balance. And their enthusiasm and their parents, the way the family oriented, really made a big difference. And I grew from that personally from there, and I think it made a big difference these last 3 years.
When you're on the sideline at a state tournament and you look across, because the QND section fan was across from the benches, and you see how many people are there and how many parents and how many family members, what's that mean to you?
Oh, it means the world. You look up, it's obviously a big arena, but then you see this big section of blue and gold. And they're there to cheer on the girls, and every time we hit the court, you just hear this big roar, and it's something you'll never forget.
Obviously, a state title is an exceptional thing, but there are other moments that make coaching rewarding. Have you had those other moments that have made you go, this is why I came back?
Oh, absolutely. The growth of a team. What they go through, the trials. We had an incredibly tough schedule this year. I think going down to Civic Memorial, and we hadn't beaten them in 5 or 6 years. Winning on their home court and taking away their 30-game winning streak meant a lot. But I also think there's some personal moments, especially like when we went to Redbird and we got to sneak on early. We got a group photo. You go to the Olive Garden that night, and then we go to the boys' games. You don't, even as great as the state tournament is, those are special moments I think those kids always remember as part of that weekend.
This is a group that also had some tough moments off the court, and they really rallied around each other. When you see the girls rally around each other and the coaching staff rally together with those girls, it's got to hit you in the heart, doesn't it?
It did, especially there, in the press conference after everything had gone through, and you realize through their voices what everything had meant to them. And it got me emotionally and caught me off guard a little bit. But at the same time, you realize as you take a step back and you take a breath, you're like, wow, your impact is important as much as their impact is on you as a coach.
No matter when we talk about success, you can always talk about the head coach, but those other people sitting on the sideline next to you have a big impact too. Your coaching staff really embraces what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, and they really help you, don't they?
They really do. I mean, the time that Coach Sheffield spills on tape, and then he's one of the first voices as part of the defensive game plan. I have to rely on that, and that's that balance that I found. And with Mike Young, he's kind of got what the girls are thinking, and Jonathan brings a lot of energy, and you have to have all that to feed off of. And without that coaching staff and that group effort, you don't have the end result that you want. And it's a work in progress, and it's also a work together.
Where do you have more fun, in the pit or at the backyard?
Both places are great. Both places are special. The springtime, just getting the field ready, being a baseball guy and a Cardinal fan is always great. But what you can do sometimes inside the pit and how you affect the game is completely different, and the crowd roar is different. But I enjoy both, and I'm very lucky to be here at Quincy Notre Dame to enjoy both of those.
I see you outside on the tractor taking care of the field. Is that part of the balance, the enjoyment of, I can just get away and go take care of this field?
It is. It's nice to step out of the office, especially when the weather's great.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me how much I need to get to fishing with my dad.
Yep.
But those are things I like being outside. It's just a nice change of venue. But I also take a lot of pride in having our field look really good.
I know your dad had some health issues and couldn't be at the state tournament. Did you take the championship trophy and go take it to him?
He rode with the parade with us.
Did
he
he?
sat in the back with it. And,
Good.
But yeah, it was a great moment for him. He got to be here for the press or for the assembly, but it's something he always remembers. He's still got all the clippings from the years past.
That's awesome. The transition is quick to softball. Your softball team could be pretty good. Is there pressure to carry over the success from basketball to softball?
We want the success. The success is hard, though. It's just like looking at next year's basketball schedule and what we could do. But we got to take it one game at a time. Yes, we want to see that success, but you also know you got to catch a break along the way. You got to remain healthy, and you got to compete at a high level. And all those things got to culminate together before you have that success.
Did you have fun this year?
I did. There was a lot of stress involved, but I did have fun. When you drive home, especially my co-pilot, my wife, you take it all in and go, wow. We're sitting there in Springfield, and it's kind of a rush, and then it comes to an end. But we got to celebrate the team at one of the family members' house, and then we got to relive the championship game, and I think that was great just to be there as a family.
Not a bad co-pilot to have with you, is it?
She's great. She truly is the balance of my life.